Hello! On this video, I'll be talking about the CompareValidator control to validate that two text boxes have the same value. I'm going to create a new project. Add a web form. Right click, set as a start page, and inside this form I'm just going to create two text boxes. And now on the button, on click, I'm going to create a new event. And outside the form, I'm going to create a label only for debug purpose. Now on the unnamed click function, I'm going to set the label equals just a message to indicate that we actually got to this function. So I'm going to run it just to see what we have so far. So here I just have two text boxes, and if I type something in one text box in another text box and I click submit, it goes to the function in the back, and the function puts a text right here in this label. So that's all. What we want to do now is to make sure that the value from one text box is exactly the same as the value of the other text box. So for that, we're going to include a ASP CompareValidator. So let's do that. So right here, I'm going to include the ASP CompareValidator. And I want to run that server. Control to compare equals the text box A, and then control to validate equals text box B. And you can change this value to the other value, no problem. So the point is to make sure that text box A has exactly the same value as text box B. So now let's put a message in case they are not. So we're still missing a couple of items right here, but let's run this thing so we know what we have so far. So we have two boxes, and the first box is going to be A, and the second box B. Once I submit, I have a error right here. So that tells me I'm missing a setting right here in my Web.config. Right here on the bottom, before the configuration is over, I'm going to put a new appSettings, and the value is going to be none. I'll have the settings on the description of this video. So now it should work. Let's run again. And I have a message here that says not equal. So I'm gonna change the background color of the not equal. So first I'm gonna put a break right here. And then right here on the bottom, I'm gonna click on split, and on the not equal, or on the CompareValidator, right click and properties. Now we have here the properties of this CompareValidator, and run the background color. I'm going to click on this one. So let's run this again. To text box, if I click something that's the same, no problem, click submit, it gets to the function. But if I click on something that's not the same, so SS and SA, now the not equals show up here automatically without me clicking on submit. And if I click on submit, it just won't submit. Once I make them the same, I submit, and it goes to the function. So the whole point of the CompareValidator is that it compares if two text boxes are the same. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. This is easy and you can do it. So Unobtrusive validation mode.